This week, the world watched in horror as one of the greatest monuments to human creativity and human faith went down in flames. The venerable cathedral of Notre Dame de Paris, jewel of Paris, fountain of inspiration, object of wonder, burned. Few edifices in the world could have evoked so many tears with their destruction as did this one. There was something magnetic, awe-inspiring about this grand house of God. A friend of mine with no religious faith at all texted me in tears that this had been his favorite place on earth. No matter what people's faith was, all were drawn to her as to a mother, so much so that 13 million people visited Notre Dame each year. Indeed, she is a mother, consecrated to the Virgin Mary, and for the past 8.5 centuries, her motherly arms have been open to receive her children, all her children, from every walk of life, every social status, every race, language, culture, and religion. All found a home. Is this not what the Church was always meant to be? Begun in the year 1160, Notre Dame has been the scene of many important moments of world history, the background of great literature, art, and music, the refuge of sinners, seekers, and hearts sorrowing and broken, the meeting place between the human soul and its Creator. Home to the crown of thorns, this church is much more a home to those whose life is a crown of thorns. As I viewed the horrifying images of the burning cathedral, I mourned the loss of so much splendor, so much beauty, so much history. I wept for those who had ever wept there. In the flames I perceived an echo of the countless candles that had ever been lit there, carrying the desperate prayers of desperate souls to God. The ancient roof collapsed, the great spire toppled, and suddenly I felt at one with all those people in every land and in every age who have ever felt their life, their world, their hopes and dreams come crashing down around them. Is this the sum of our existence? Is nothing so solid, nothing so secure, nothing so sacred that it cannot be taken away in the blink of an eye? We think of the people we once thought would always be there for us. Where are they now? Institutions that seemed rock solid, friendships, relationships we were sure could never die, youth we thought would last forever. Soon we find that only a distant memory lingers, the dust and ashes at our feet. The fearsome fire is finally out. We are given the first glimpse inside the charred shell of the once splendid cathedral. Through the rubble, the darkness, the apocalyptic devastation, our eyes are drawn to a breathtaking vision. Unbelievably still firmly in place, radiating a strange light not of this world, yet very much of this world, the cross. An image that shall become as iconic as any ever captured on film, that golden cross of Notre Dame shines boldly through the darkness, illuminating beneath it, as a lonely victor, the magnificent marble Mother of Sorrows, lovingly cradling the body of her Son. Worlds may go up in smoke, all around us may crumble, we struggle and stumble. When all seems irretrievably lost, when the darkness is at its darkest, the fear at its most frightening, the despair at its most desperate, with no end in sight, with nothing at all in sight. It is then, in the darkness, that we discover the light. Then that we discover that we are not alone and have never been alone. Then that we discover ourselves bathed in the light of the conquering cross and held in the comforting arms of the Mother. Through the many centuries, a multitude of sermons have been heard between the walls of Notre Dame, but none was ever so eloquent as this one, preached without a single word by the consuming flames, the victorious cross, the silent tears of a loving mother, the eternal light of God shining through the deepest darkness of our life.